What's up, poetry fans? Welcome to another episode of Shut Up and Poetry. We have a special host for you today. Her name is Tova Charles. Tova, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
You know, I'm just okay. I like your scarf.
I'm giving you floor realness.
It's apparently super cold in Texas.
It is.
It's like 60 degrees outside.
It's
so
freezing.
Bundle up. We are here to bring you
Judgmental.
awesome poetry, and this week we have a national poetry winner. Her name is Porsha O, and she's amazing. Check out her poetry.
Yes.
Last night, no one showed up to march for Rekia Boyd. Rekia was shot dead in the head by cops in Chicago on Monday. A Cook County judge acquitted police of killing Rekia. Dante Servin, charged of manslaughter, went jailbird free. Rekia Boyd was a 22-year-old unarmed black woman living on the south side of Chicago, and last night, no one showed up to march at her rally. I guess all the protesters got tied up. I guess all the black folks were busy making signs saying, "Stop killing our black boys." I guess no one hears the howling of a black girl ghost in the nighttime. We stay unheard, blotted out, buried, dead. Black girls receive tombstones too soon and never any flowers to dress the grave, so we fight alone. They will tell you the woes of a black man who got beat by police in the street, beat by the man at work, beat by the system at the institution, but never of the black woman he took his frustration out on, never of the black girl he stretched into a casket. They will tell you of the brown boys who get pushed from school through pipeline to prison, but never of the girls who feel the sales, never of the orange jumpsuits they camouflage into. 200 black girls go missing in Nigeria, and America puts out a hashtag instead of a search party. No one ever causes a riot. The first black first lady is being called the first ape on all of the media outlets, and no one is outraged. There ain't no boycott or nothing down the street. A man did a hate speech to a black butch woman, and someone gave it a 10. Someone said it was freedom poets are still over there cheering. I guess queer black woman ain't black enough. I guess the movement ain't meant to be a crossroad. I guess we are here for play, for make-believe, pretend, poof. How magic trick missing must I become? How tight does my noose have to ring? How long does my body need to deteriorate before anyone can smell it rot? If a black boy gets shot by the cops, isn't that a tragedy? Ain't it the blues? Isn't it a misfortune if a black girl gets killed by police and the killer goes free? Does anyone notice? Do you still call it a lynching? Is her rally just a rehearsal? Ain't that why no one ever shows up?
So, Porsha O is probably the most influential, spoken word artist right now. She's been on the Individual World Poetry Slam, National Poetry Slam final stage, Women of the World Poetry Slam, and consistently for the last probably 3 or 4 years, she's been on a final stage somewhere.
Yeah.
So just on top, the subject matter is very important to me because being a black woman in America is probably the most disheartening thing you can do at this point in time. And to have someone actually say exactly what you're feeling, but you don't know, because we're all artists, we're all writers, and we want to write the golden ticket poem, and she wrote it for us. And this poem is I heard it live, that recording. I was there in the audience, and literally the first line that she dropped, everybody was done.
Silent.
We were over, and there were so many black women in the room, and it was solidarity that I've never felt before in a poem. And it's what everybody is feeling, you know.
Yeah.
It's not like she's using this like strong literary device to like bring you into a world where there's pianos and a tree somewhere. Like she's just telling you exactly how she's feeling.
Yeah, like everything that she spoke with such intention and so powerfully that like she just commands you to listen to what she's saying.
Right.
And she hits on so many like real points. Like that line is her rally just a rehearsal. Like,
right.
Damn.
Do you still call it a lynching? Like that. It's so. I feel like in America you sometimes forget like that you are multiple parts. So like you forget sometimes if black is a thing that's like being charged, and you kind of put your womanhood to the side so that you can fight the battle of like Black Lives Matter. But then we only talk about black boys, and we're like, hey, wait a minute, black women are getting assaulted and by the police and killed, and we're being assaulted by also these black men that we're also protecting, and like assault, sexual assault and stuff is stuff that we don't talk about within the black community at all until recently. So
and she hits on every one of those points.
All of them.
I mean, just like coming off the top of my head, I can only think of Sandra Bland, who's gotten so much popularity recently, and that's it. All the other stories that have gone on to support Black Lives Matter have always been men.
Right.
And so she does it so well. She does it so beautifully and just so engaging. Anybody, black, white, anything sitting in that audience felt that piece.
Right.
And they got a sense of that struggle. And so that's Porsha O. If you want to hear more of her amazing poetry, be sure to check out the description section below. But let us know what you thought about her piece. I mean, this is the kind of poem that just commands conversation. So let us know what you thought of her piece in the comment section below. Make sure to subscribe. We'll be back next week with another awesome slam poet. And stay tuned to Shut Up and Poetry, where we bring you some good shit. Bye.
Shut up.
In poetry.